From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Thursday morning. Many of you probably waking up to rumbles of thunder out there for this morning. More thunderstorms going to be possible through 8 p.m. this evening. Dangerous fire weather from today all the way through Saturday night. High temperatures staying in the 90s over the next 7 days, although there are many days where we're going to be very close to 100 degrees in the Tri-Cities, just like we were for yesterday. It is balmy out there for this morning. 74 for the Tri-Cities, 71 in Walla Walla, 68 degrees in Yakima. The wind's not a factor for now, but they definitely will be a little bit later today. First Alert radar is showing you, well, a whole bunch of stuff. We have lightning all over the map. There are just these little, you see, kind of popcorning shower and thunderstorms on the map for this morning. Here in the Tri-Cities, our best chances for rainfall, and there could be some thunder in the mix as well, but that's going to be before 10 a.m. After that, we're looking much drier. So for today, it is an alert day. It's going to be hot out there, pretty close to 100 degrees again in the Tri-Cities, and we will have those chances again for lightning. That's going to bring up the fire concerns. So that alert day going from today all the way through Saturday night. I have a lot more to say about that and a lot more to say about the fire in Umatilla County coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
And ahead, Umatilla County faces a growing threat this morning. The wildfires south of Milton-Freewater forcing evacuations. Then a two-vehicle crash at a notoriously dangerous intersection north of Pasco sends one person to the hospital. What troopers are saying about the driver who may be at fault. Plus, a 19-year-old woman is under arrest after a suspected DUI crash takes the life of a motorcyclist. The gathering of friends and family at a Kennewick intersection to remember the Army veteran coming up on Good Morning Northwest starting right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning. We're happy you're here with us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Zoe Salas. Starting this morning off with your fire watch with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth, taking it back over to you. We're having some new fires spark up from yesterday. What can you tell us?
Yeah, many vegetation fires across the map, but the big one is the Lower Dry Creek fire, which started yesterday afternoon. It's now 5,000 acres per the latest update from the National Interagency Fire Center. This started southwest of Lower Dry Creek Road and York Road, south of Milton-Freewater. This is the last scan from satellite, but I have a feeling that there's a lot more active hotspots, especially spreading down towards the south and towards the east. We have expansive level 3 go now evacuations in place, and there's a level 2 evacuation, level 2B set evacuation in place as well. In the red, you should have left last night. In the yellow, you got to be packed and ready to leave at a moment's notice. And remember, Umatilla County uses the zone evacuation system. There are a ton of zones under this level 3 go now evacuation. It would be redundant to call all of them out. We don't have that much time, but you can find this full list posted online at applevalleyNewsNow.com. Just one measly zone for the level 2B set evacuations. That would be UMC-117-B. That's where you got to be packed. You got to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. And again, just to reiterate, Umatilla County uses the zone system. It's very important that you know your zone. So in order to know your zone, type in your address at protect.genesis.com/search, and that's what Umatilla County uses officially as their evacuation map. In general, for our Oregon counties, you can sign up for emergency alerts by going to oralert.gov, type in your address, and sign up. Wanted to update you on some road closures as well. We did see closures to Oregon 11 and Oregon 204 yesterday. Per Trip Check, which is ODOT's official map, it looks like those roads have since been allowed to reopen, but sometimes these can ebb and flow. So if these update, we'll be sure to pass along that information. And for more information on this fire in general, let's send it back to Zoe.
All right, thank you, Josh. More on what Josh was speaking about. These evacuation levels increased last night in Umatilla County after this wildfire broke out yesterday afternoon south of Milton-Freewater and near Lower Dry Creek Road and York Road. This is video of what's being called the Lower Dry Creek fire from an Apple Valley News Now viewer. There are currently evacuation shelters available in Pendleton at the Sunridge Middle School located at 700 Southwest Runyon Avenue and at the Milton-Freewater Community Building at 109 Northeast 5th Avenue for anyone who may need it. And your crime alert today is a man who murdered a Yakima Nation man with a shovel, who he has now learned his fate. Authorities say 44-year-old Antonio Montellano will spend more than 27 years in prison. It will be followed by 5 years of supervised release because of in January of 2025, where officials say Montellano was on drugs and got into an argument with the victim and then proceeded to repeatedly struck the victim in the head with a shovel. When authorities discovered the victim's phone was missing, they called it, and that is when Montellano answered. They quickly identified him as the prime suspect, and Montellano not only left the state, but jumped the border to Mexico. And with the help of Mexican authorities, he was returned to the U.S. and then admitted to the murder. Following up here with the family of missing Yakima fisherman Wayne Dobbs, who has confirmed with Apple Valley News Now that search and rescue recovered a body on Wednesday afternoon near the Parker Gap. The Yakima County Sheriff's Office search and rescue team said that the body was found in the Yakima River around 1 o'clock. Dobbs was first reported missing last Thursday night around 11:30 p.m. near Rotary Lake. He was out fishing with a friend when their vessel flipped over. The friend made it to shore to call 911, and since Thursday night, family, friends, and volunteers have been out searching the area from morning to night. As of now, the family is asking for privacy. And a memorial is growing for a motorcycle rider who was killed in a suspected DUI crash over the weekend. Friends of Garth Reddinghouse were at the site of the crash Wednesday afternoon on Columbia Drive and Jean Street in Kennewick. They laid flowers and added a cross where loved ones have been signing their name on it in memory. Reddinghouse was an Army veteran, a leader with American Legion Post 34, and his best friend told us he was still taking care of his 98-year-old mother. He was also an avid motorcyclist, and the family says a funeral is in the works. The driver was a 19-year-old woman and was arrested at the scene on suspicion of DUI. Taking it now over into Franklin County, where a two-vehicle crash happened at one of the Tri-Cities' most well-known trouble spots, where Washington State Patrol says that the collision happened just before noon on Wednesday at the intersection of Highway 395 and Crest J. Lodge Road, just north of Pasco. Troopers say a white pickup truck was trying to turn left onto Highway 395 when it was struck on the driver's side by a northbound Tesla. Both vehicles came to rest in the median, and the Tesla driver was taken to the hospital with injuries, while the pickup driver was not seriously hurt. Investigators believe that the pickup driver may have failed to yield to oncoming traffic. Troopers say drugs and alcohol do not appear to be factors.
We ask our motoring public to please come to a complete stop at the stop sign, and instead of just initiating that left turn to go across 395 to head south, make sure you yield right of way to traffic already on 395.
Despite the intersection's history of serious crashes, Washington State Patrol says that this is the first major collision there this summer. The crash remains under investigation at this time, and troopers say potential charges will depend on the outcome of this investigation. And around the same time Wednesday, another crash impacting drivers in the Tri-Cities occurred. This one was on the southbound side of the Cable Bridge, and Washington State Patrol says a truck was broken down in the right lane and someone rear-ended it. Police say one driver was taken to Cadlick Hospital with injuries. Traffic was backed up for over an hour until a tow truck arrived. No word if anyone was cited, and the investigation will continue. Over down in Oregon, Pendleton Fire and Ambulance is launching a new community paramedic program. This is aimed at reducing repeat 911 calls while connecting people with the care that they need. The program is being made possible through a $500,000 grant from St. Anthony Hospital. This will fund one community paramedic for the next 3 years. Rather than responding to 911 calls, the paramedic will work directly with people who frequently use emergency services, helping connect them with resources. They say this will help keep fire and EMS crews available for true emergencies.
identify somebody who's going to fit this frequent utilizer. We already kind of have an internal way to make notifications to our community paramedic, so all that's kind of already there. It's just a matter of getting that community paramedic here and getting them a caseload.
Fire officials say they are now beginning the hiring process for a new community paramedic. All right, well, when we come back here on Good Morning Northwest, more to come as President Trump is set to address the nation tonight, what he is now claiming about the 2020 election. Your time right now is 5:10, taking a live look out into Richland. It was a little bit of a stormy night last night. I don't know if you heard the thunder or saw the lightning, but I sure did. But we are still looking at some high temperatures today, so stay with us and find out more about that when we come back.
What have we got?
The Andersons. All night, tossing and turning, bad backs, sleep score at an all-time low.
Round up the team.
At Denver Mattress, going undercover is literally how we solve problems.
And we find sleepers waking up with aches and pains. We turn to the Tempur-Pedic Adapt, designed for ultimate pressure relief that uniquely adapts to your body's pressure points.
And right now, get a $300 gift when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic, or check out the Consumer Reports recommended Doctor's Choice Plush. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
It's July in the Tri-Cities, and everyone's gearing up for the boat races. Your Dust Devils are too.
The team will play in their popular Columbia River Rooster Tails uniforms all this weekend. Friday, July 17th, features the fun Rooster Tails crossbody bag giveaway for the first 500 fans. There's also going to be fireworks. And then on Saturday, July 18th, it's Princess Night. Don't miss your chance to meet all of your favorite storybook princesses and stay after the game for even more fireworks.
Tickets at DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball, a Tri-Cities tradition for 25 years.
Whiskey Myers, August 24th, Legends Casino Hotel. Whiskey Myers Live. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Whiskey Myers.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
Where you been, hey?
Little field research. Show them what we got.
Check this out.
Looks like America is loving Ford quality.
And J.D. Power backs it up.
Ford is #1 in new vehicle quality, and F-Series are America's best-selling trucks.
Great deals, crazy good capability.
America, this is what summer's all about.
Get 0% APR for 36 months and $1,000 toward your down payment on select Ford vehicles, plus a complimentary maintenance plan for 2 years.
Hello to all our viewers in the Pacific Northwest. This is your special invitation to watch Live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now, KView, Channel 42, and CAP, Channel 35.
Big bucks. Big dreams. No whammies. I said no whammies.
Press your luck tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
All right, welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. High temperature is going to stay in the 90s over the next 7 days, but there's going to be many days where we'll be closer to 100 degrees as opposed to 90. So for today in the Yakima Valley, going to have a small chance of another thunderstorm, I'd say before 10 a.m. After that, it's going to turn into a gorgeous day out there, lots of sunshine, but it will be toasty once again. So for today, we'll be pretty close to 100 degrees again in the Tri-Cities, 98 for Walla Walla, 95 in Yakima, 94 in Ellensburg. And these high temperatures really not moving a whole lot over the next 7 days. I mean, 95 to 92, I think, is going to be the biggest shakeup here. Otherwise, we'll keep it in the mid to upper 90s in the Yakima Valley. Okay, the UV index, very high. I know we're mainly concerned about the fire weather and, of course, the thunderstorms, but do not sleep on the UV index. As for today, on a scale from 1 to 11, it's going to be an 8, so that means that your skin could burn within 15 minutes if it's exposed. Make sure that it's not exposed by putting on SPF, at least SPF 30, reapplying at least every couple hours, taking as many breaks in the shade as you can. Okay, but back to the main event. Shower and thunderstorm chances going to continue through this evening, and we have many fire concerns over the coming days. We could see holdover fires from lightning. We could see wind-driven fires from generic atmospheric wind gusts. So lots to talk about coming up in a few minutes.
National news here. President Trump has scheduled a primetime address tonight, and we're learning more about what he may be discussing with ABC's Karen Hua, who has the details.
This morning, new details about the primetime address President Trump is set to deliver tonight.
It's really, really big news. It doesn't get bigger because without free and fair elections, you don't have a country.
Sources tell Reuters the speech is expected to reveal intelligence claiming that China had the ability to interfere in the 2020 presidential election and that Beijing may have gained access to U.S. voter data. The White House overnight not commenting. An intelligence community assessment back in 2021 found no indication any foreign actor altered the 2020 vote. Trump's address tonight comes a day after his nominee for National Intelligence Director, Jay Clayton, faced a confirmation hearing on Capitol Hill and refused to say outright that Joe Biden won the 2020 election.
Just asking a really simple question. Who won the 2020 election?
As I said to you, we went through our processes, and Joe Biden became the president of the United States.
Answer the question. Who won the 2020 election?
I have answered the question.
Answer it. What is your answer?
I've given you my answer.
What is your answer? Isn't it humiliating to be unable to answer this question, to have to indulge the president's delusions?
Also on Capitol Hill, the president's attorney general nominee, Todd Blanche, who previously served as Trump's personal attorney, was grilled by lawmakers from both parties.
Are you and President Trump friends?
I'm his lawyer, was his lawyer, and now I'm the deputy attorney general.
A single Republican no vote could sink Blanche's nomination. Blanche also faced survivors of sex offender Jeffrey Epstein in the hearing room, as Democrats pressed Blanche to meet with them and to answer for the botched file release that exposed survivors' personal information.
Any mistake that we made should not have been made.
Karen Hua, ABC News, Washington.
According to the president's Truth Social post, the speech is set to begin at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time tonight. Still ahead here, coming up on Good Morning Northwest. When we come back, switching gears back over to Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth, as we've seen some thunder last night. I don't know if you got to see the lightning. I sure did, but more on that. Are we seeing some more coming into this Thursday? Find out on the other end of the break.
Yep, just got back from Philly with the goods. Chopped and seasoned shaved steak, grilled onions, grilled peppers, melty Swiss-style cheese, all on a bakery soft hoagie roll. No one suspects a thing. Try my new Philly cheesesteak combo before it's too late.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Listen to the heartbeat of America.
Whatever your day calls for, there's a Chevy to take it on. Trucks strong enough to handle the job. SUVs to bring out your best and bring everyone along. And value where it counts.
Right now, get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models with no monthly payments for 90 days. See your community Chevy dealers.
Struggling with digestive issues? At Prosser Digestive Health Motility Center, board-certified gastroenterologist Dr. Amber Sharon helps uncover real answers close to home. Advanced testing services include anorectal manometry and drug-free biofeedback for chronic constipation and bloating, Bravo pH testing for heartburn, and esophageal manometry to diagnose swallowing problems. Restore your quality of life. Talk to your primary care provider or gastroenterologist about a referral, or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Even if your child has moderate to severe eczema, they can feel the flow, feel the breeze. And Dupixent helps them feel the heal. It helps calm a key source of inflammation under the skin that can cause eczema. Dupixent is the only biologic therapy approved to treat kids as young as 6 months for noticeably clearer skin and less itch. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent. Help heal their skin from within so they can stay ahead of eczema. Find an eczema specialist and ask about Dupixent today.
Hey, Kevin, let's show them how it's done in Philly.
Yo, you's got it. This new Philly-style bonus Jack combo has grilled peppers and onions, fries, and a drink for only $5.49. Yo, Jack, hook me up with some jibbies.
Family. Get my new Philly Munchie Meal with new jibbies.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We'll continue to have shower and thunderstorm chances through 8 p.m. this evening, and it's because of this area of low pressure that is spinning off the coast, and that is providing all of the lift for said showers and thunderstorms. We're tracking a few thunderstorms on the map this morning, one by Walla Walla, one right over Prosser, and one to the west of Mapton. You can track all these yourself by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app for free in the App Store or on Google Play. That interactive radar feature coming quite handy for this morning. Okay, we put all this into motion with Futurecast satellite and radar, still kind of dealing with the same thing through 8 a.m. And then after that, I'm thinking this mostly shifts over to the blues. I think Futurecast is underselling some of the thunderstorm potential in the blues for today. And some of these thunderstorms could sort of rival on severe limit thresholds. We could see wind gusts up around 60 miles per hour, and we could also see some pea to dime size hail. Okay. Here is another look at the precip chances over the next 48 hours, specifically over the next, I'd say, 12 to 16 hours. But you see the best chances for rainfall actually going to be here in the Tri-Cities, at least for lower elevations, but the best energy for thunderstorms going to be in the valleys and also in the blue foothills. Looking dry finally as we get into Friday and beyond that. Rainfall totals through this evening not looking all that impressive, which is unfortunate because there is lightning in the forecast. We could see holdover fires. Rain theoretically would tamp that down. It looks like we're just not going to see that much. So alert days going from now all the way through Saturday night. Dangerous fire weather for a couple different reasons, though. Okay, first of all, vegetation extremely dry from now through Saturday. Extremely dry for lower elevations and for the upper Yakima Basin of the Cascades. You factor in the lightning chances for today. And remember, that key threshold is when they get to 20%. So we'll see that for the blues. And then you factor in just sort of the generic atmospheric wind gusts in addition to some of the thunderstorm wind gusts. It's going to be gusty for today. It's going to be gusty for tomorrow. And it's going to be gusty for Saturday as well. So don't make me say it. Fires could start or spread quickly. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Dangerous fire weather through Saturday, and then the heat goes nowhere. In Yakima, small chance of another thunderstorm today. Then the forecast goes dry and stays toasty. In Ellensburg, gusty weather through Sunday, but the most concerning fire conditions will be through Saturday. And then for Hermiston, a leftover shower possible today. Then the forecast goes dry and we keep it hot. Finally, for Walla Walla, more dangerous fire weather through Saturday, then keeping highs in the mid-90s well into next week.
All right, it's official. We're alert days the next 3 days and another stormy day today.
Yep. So hopefully when the winds calm down by Sunday, maybe we can get a little bit of a breather.
Hopefully.
But I mean, those highs are going to be like 98, 99, 97. So, ooh.
We can only hope.
Yeah.
All right. Well, coming up here when we return, a new film tells the story behind the story. And the next G.I. Joe movie will feature a directional debut. We're talking everything entertainment news when we return, so stay with us.
We invited passionate soccer fans to push Nissan vehicles to the limit, just like they do with their teams. Further proof that the Nissan lineup is tested and trusted by the toughest. Hurry in to bring home a winning offer at the Nissan Summer Sales Event.
Get 0% APR on select model trims for well-qualified buyers, or get $4,500 customer cash on select Rogue or Frontier trims.
get this exceptional offer on select 2026 Cadillac CT5 models. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
These days, the world is moving faster than ever, but I like to say, not so fast when it comes to a progressive disease like chronic kidney disease. Jardiance is a little pill proven to slow the progression of CKD and reduce the risk of kidney failure, which can lead to dialysis.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and infection between and around the anus and genitals. Both may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in men and women, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness, or swelling between the anus and genitals. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Find the goodness of slow by saying, not so fast, CKD. Ask your doctor about Jardiance.
Here in Central Washington, we believe leaders should stand by their principles. But too often, Republicans campaign as conservatives only to lose their way once they're elected. I'm Jared Sessler, and I've been consistent from the start, which is why you gave me a decisive victory in the last primary. Public service isn't a career ladder. I'm here to serve you. President Trump has worked hard for the American people, but he needs strong allies in Congress. So vote for the conservative we deserve. I'm Jared Sessler. I approve this message, and I'll protect your wallet.
Welcome back. Entertainment news this morning. The underdog story behind Rocky is now its own film. Plus, the entertainment icons receiving France's Legion of Honor.
Yeah, so here's David Daniel with today's Hollywood Minute.
There's something big here.
You wrote this in 3.5 days. This is freaking good. Touch someone like Chuck Bronson, or we could do Eastwood.
Guys, I play Rocky.
Sylvester Stallone's real-life $1 million to 1 shot to make his career-defining film comes to the big screen in I Play Rocky. Anthony Ippolito plays Stallone in the underdog story about the underdog Oscar-winning movie. I Play Rocky opens in theaters in November.
No one will take their Blu-rays away. They'll still have those films.
Double duty for Danny McBride. He's now set to direct as well as write the next G.I. Joe movie for Paramount. It'll be McBride's feature directorial debut.
The whole concept of narrative art has been forgotten.
Not quite. George Lucas has been honored in Paris as a Knight of the Legion of Honor. Also receiving that honor in a ceremony at the Élysée Palace, veteran actress Sigourney Weaver, two-time Academy Award winner Jodie Foster, and Illumination founder Chris Meledandri, the producer of the Despicable Me and Minions movies. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Well, for the first time, I actually have never seen any of the Rocky or G.I. Joe movies, so I'm not sure about any of those. Have you seen those movies?
I haven't seen the first Rocky, but I saw the Rocky where he's in Russia.
Okay.
I think that's Rocky 4. Thank you so much. And I was going to guess that anyway, but thank you to our director.
See, usually it's you who haven't seen the movies, but I'm lost for this one. So
Flipperoo this
you got one up on me. Yeah. All right. Well, when we return here, the Tri-Cities is growing and the airport is keeping pace. What the changes mean for your next flight. And Grant County is on the verge of opening a brand new adult correctional facility. What still needs to happen before the doors can open? But first, here are your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, the rules for the upcoming ads on Apple Maps. The company will prohibit ads for home service businesses, such as plumbers, roofers, and locksmiths. Apple says users will see only one ad in Maps search results, marked with the small blue halo, and Apple says it won't track what ads you tap. Next, OpenAI's first piece of hardware. The Codex Micro is a keypad used for controlling the coding feature Codex. The feature is made in collaboration with keyboard maker WorkLouder. There is also a possible smart speaker rumored to be rolling out later this year. And Elon Musk owns a gas turbine company. He bought APR Energy in a rather quiet deal 2 months ago for around $1 billion. The company produces mobile gas and diesel turbines that can be mounted on trailers. It's expected to be a direct power source for SpaceX's AI data centers. Those are your Tech Bites.
Protecting what you care about is important to you, so it's important to Allstate. That's why we have a plan to protect just about anything, like this car. Up, up. And this awesome bike. The stuff in that apartment you're renting, it's protected. This golf cart, it's protected. Hey, don't worry, that phone's protected too. Protection for just about every part of life, no matter what kind of life you have. If it's important to you, it's important to us. You're in good hands with Allstate. Good boy.
Oh, what is that musty smell?
Oh, damp.
Damp. Oh, damp.
Hey, language.
Damp-Rid traps excess moisture to eliminate musty smells. Get rid of the damp with Damp-Rid.
Sensodyne is our first line of defense against sensitivity. When people are experiencing sensitivity, they're experiencing an exposed layer of the tooth. Sensodyne helps by creating a protective barrier on those exposed areas. I love Sensodyne because it works.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Thursday morning. It is almost the end of the week. Thank you so much for joining Good Morning Northwest with us. I'm Zoe Salas, and we're going to start this off with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbrith with more on these dry vegetation and gusty winds we've been seeing. Josh, what are we looking at?
Yeah, in addition to that, also some more lightning in the mix. That's going to be possible through 8 p.m. this evening. That's going to contribute to the dangerous fire weather we're expecting all the way through Saturday night. High temperatures staying in the 90s, but there are going to be many days where we'll be very close to 100. I'm going with a high of 99 today for the Tri-Cities. Okay, but right now it's already 74 degrees in the Tri-Cities, 75 for Walla Walla, 68 in Yakima, and the wind gusts not that big of a factor for now. That is definitely not going to be the case a little bit later in the day. We're tracking several little pop-up showers and thunderstorms across the map for this morning. You can track those yourself with that interactive radar feature with our weather app. Okay, in the Yakima Valley, thunderstorm chances going to last through about 10 a.m. Low wind chances after that should be a lot drier out there. So for today, it's going to be another hot one. It's going to be gusty out there. And I mean, look at the Tri-Cities, 99. And it is an alert day for the potential for fires to start and spread quickly. Speaking of that, let's talk about the big fire from yesterday, the Lower Dry Creek fire. It's now 5,000 acres. It started southwest of Lower Dry Creek Road and York Road. This is the active hotspot. These are the active hotspots that satellite scanned yesterday, about 12 hours ago. So I have a feeling there would be a lot more now towards the south and towards the east. Expansive level 3 go now evacuations in place. This includes pretty much all of Weston. It includes a little bit of Milton Freewater. And you see it's kind of like C-shaped here. And so in the middle of that C, you have level 2B set evacuations in place. In the red, should have left last night. In the yellow, got to be packed and ready to leave ASAP. So remember, Umatilla County uses the zone system for evacuations. Expansive, just an expansive list of level 3 go now evacuation zones. So you can find this full list posted online at applevalleynewsnow.com. Just one zone for the level 2B set evacuations, UMC-117-B. So that's where you got to be packed, ready to leave at a moment's notice. Again, in Umatilla County, to find your zone, your evacuation zone, type in your address at protect.genesis.com/search. And in general, for Oregon counties, you can sign up for emergency alerts by going to oralert.gov, type in your address, and sign up. Something else I wanted to talk about, the road closures from yesterday. Oregon 11, Oregon 204 were both closed. They have since been reopened per ODOT's trip check map, but sometimes, you know, they can kind of be flaky. These can open and close again. For now, per the latest update, Oregon 11 is open and Oregon 204 is open as well. But we'll have a lot more to say about this fire coming up a little bit later in the show.
All right, thank you, Josh. Going into some Pasco news here, neighbors of 1 Pasco Street are fed up. They say they haven't received any mail at their home in years. One resident says that the U.S. Post Office stopped coming to the 1900 block of West Hopkins Street about 3 years ago. He says it's because a dog bit a postal worker, but something that we have not been able to verify with Animal Control or the Postal Service. It's forcing residents to pick up their mail at the post office, which they call tedious.
Very inconvenient because it like makes it so we can't get anything on time. Like, for example, bills and stuff. Like, we're going to need that on time if we want to know, hey, do we need to pay this?
The U.S. Postal Service says that as of this newscast, it isn't available to share its side of the story, but a spokesperson may be available in the next few days or so, and we, of course, will keep you posted. And your next trip through the Tri-Cities Airport will soon look a lot different. The airport is in the middle of a nearly $139 million overhaul. The Port of Pasco commissioners toured the terminal Wednesday to see the first phase of a multi-phase expansion. This is designed to handle the region's growing number of travelers, as the first phase adds 3 jet bridges and expands the baggage handling system.
The passenger isn't necessarily going to see anything other than the jet bridges, but they may feel it because it's going to be more efficient way of operating.
Airport officials say that the project is funded through user fees, federal grants, and passenger facility charges, not local property taxes. The goal of Phase 1 is to be completed by this year. Over down in Grant County, the Sheriff's Office is getting closer to opening its new adult correctional facility after years of planning and construction. The office has now taken over of the new facility, but officials say that there's still work to do before it can open. And right now, corrections staff are training, learning its layout and testing procedures and making sure everything is ready before the first inmates are transferred. This new jail will help relieve overcrowding at the county's current facility.
So they're up there training every week. They're up there actually right now training. So we're just trying to identify any bugs that need to be kind of ironed out or taken care of before we move a single person from our inmate population up there.
Officials say they hope to begin moving inmates into the new facility within the next month to month and a half as staff training is continuing. And after a multi-state lawsuit, including Washington, took on 23andMe for a 2023 genetic data breach, Attorney General Nick Brown has announced a settlement in the case this week. The AG's office says that over 220,000 customers in the state were impacted when they say the company engaged in unreasonable data security practices. And as a result, Washington will receive $547,000, which will go toward enforcing consumer protection laws. 23andMe also will provide relief to customers who made claims by February 17th of this year as part of a $46.8 million class action settlement in their bankruptcy. And more to come here on Good Morning Northwest. How much do you really know about your electric bill? The Yakima Group hitting the streets and campaigning through soccer to help Latino families understand where their money is going exactly. And we're taking a live look out into Kennewick this morning. Looking like blue skies ahead of us. We're staying hot as we enter the last stretch of this week. So stay with us to know your exact zone-by-zone forecast when we come back after this.
Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert. Only one station. Apple Valley News Now.
On your side.
Big bucks. Big dreams. No whammies. I said no whammies.
Press your luck tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Protect your dreams under our roof.
How about the name Indigo?
I like Sapphire.
Sapphire.
And based on how you drive, you could get a rate as personal.
What about Big Blue?
As the car you love. Get a quote at amfam.com.
Now, what are we going to name the baby?
Need to refresh your room in your home? Yep, this one.
Well, right now, you can get a look you love and save big during the anniversary sale at Furniture Row. Shop today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. You'll also find huge savings on sofas, dining, bedroom, and up to $200 off our Doctor's Choice mattress collection.
Honey, we're going to Furniture Row!
The anniversary sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Dear Soccer. With Toyota's all-star lineup, everyone's game. From goalies to forwards and all their fans. Jump in, kick back, and let's go. Toyota. Lease a new Tacoma for $309 a month, or lease a new Tacoma iForce Max Hybrid for $449 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
This August, celebrate summer at Moxie Hoptown, USA at the Moxie Hop Festival. 3 days of family fun, food, vendors, kids games, and tradition. The 21 Plus Budweiser Beer Garden features James Beam Thursday, Rival Band and American Honey Band Friday, and Genevieve and Cody Beebe and the Crooks Saturday. No cover Thursday. $20 Friday and Saturday after 6 p.m. Plus free entertainment on the Yakima Federal Family Stage. Saturday brings breakfast in the park, the 5K Fun Run Walk, and the Moxie Parade. August 6th through 8th, Moxie Hoptown, USA. Visit evcea.org.
We are the Dillos. We are from Northern Kentucky. Being out in a rural area, coverage is pretty hit and miss with other carriers, so switching to T-Mobile solved a lot of problems that we had.
I'm able to use T-Satellite now. We've got coverage no matter where we're at.
America's best network meets off-the-grid satellite coverage with T-Satellite. And now switch to T-Mobile and get free phones for $0 down. Plus 4 lines for only $25 per month per line.
Better service, better price, win-win.
Protect your dreams under our roof.
How about the name Indigo?
I like Sapphire.
Sapphire.
And based on how you drive, you could get a rate as personal
What about Big Blue?
as the car you love. Get a quote at amfam.com.
Now, what are we gonna name the baby?
This gonna be crazy. Everybody see yeah. Hear that? I love the sound of this game. Everybody see yeah. Hear that? I love the sound of this game.
Celebrity Family Feud, tonight on ABC.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. High temperature is going to stay in the 90s over the next 7 days, but make no mistake about it. There are going to be some days where we'll be at 98, 99, cutting it very close to triple digits. Okay, speaking of, here is your day planner forecast for this Thursday for the Tri-Cities. You see by 4 p.m. we're going to be at 98 degrees, but taking it back to this morning, 10% chance of some showers. That could last through about 10 a.m. Then after that, should be dry. Should end up being a beautiful day out there with lots of sunshine, but it will be toasty. Okay, so here's a zone-by-zone tour of this Thursday forecast. Starting off in the Cascades, going to see 70s and 80s. Then for the Kittitas Valley, pretty close to 95 degrees once again in Ellensburg. And then for the Yakima Valley, we'll see mid-90s up and down the valley. 95 in Yakima, 97 for Sunnyside. For the lower Columbia Basin, mid to upper 90s, so we have a few 99s on the map. Tri-Cities, Benton City, Hanford, 96 for Umatilla, and then for the Blue Foothills, we'll see upper 80s to upper 90s, 99, 98 for Milton Freewater and Walla Walla, and then finally for the Blue Mountains, looking at 80s and 90s as well. Okay, the high temperature is not really going to ever flow all that much over the next 7 days. The biggest drop-off in temperature is going to be from today to tomorrow. That's only a 5-degree drop-off. Then we'll be right back where we started by the time we get to, sort of the beginning to middle parts of next week. Okay, still tracking some showers and thunderstorms on the map for this morning. That could continue through this evening. We'll time it out with Futurecast. We'll talk about the lingering fire concerns coming up in a few minutes.
A nonprofit in Yakima is using soccer to help promote their message. Apple Valley News Now, Jake Gable visited Poder Latinx at their One Hot summer event.
This summer so far has been dominated by two things, the World Cup and the hot weather. Poder Latinx, a nonprofit that connects with the Latinx community through political and civic participation, combined the two themes on a day that just so happened to hit triple digits. Now, today's event isn't just about soccer, it's also about energy affordability and what people can do to help. Poder Latinx is currently running surveys asking how much people are paying for power based on their income. Then they saw a way to get the community more engaged.
Our community got really excited about the World Cup, and so with our surveys that we have been doing, we tied the campaign to soccer, where we're asking the community as well, like, who do they think that is going to win the World Cup?
Partnering with Yakima Valley College, the nonprofit has been running a leadership program teaching students about the impacts of the high energy bills.
We're going to be canvassing, going to neighborhoods and talking to them about how their phone
their electric bill works and what exactly is costing them, and we're going to help them do a breakdown on what that is. So in the future, of course, people could reach out to our organization and reach out about that, and we can help them try to break down their power bill so they know where all their money is going.
And their message explores a larger issue they are trying to tackle.
Because we are a big number of Latinos here, but we're also a small number of voters, and we're trying to flip that script and help the Latinos realize that we have a voice to advocate for ourselves in the politics.
While the World Cup wraps up on Sunday, Poder Latinx is hoping their impact lasts long after that. In Yakima, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
How awesome is that? And along with the education resources, the free event featured games, food, and a watch party for the World Cup semifinal. And when we return here on Good Morning Northwest, we'll have your morning sprint and everything you got to know as we head into this Thursday, as well with your full weather forecast when we come back, so stay with us.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
In Tri-Cities Real Estate, one group stands above the rest. One group consistently ranks in the top 20% of the region's real estate agents. One group puts a full team of professionals backing your every move to get the best deal at every step. And one group with an award-winning team to give you more insights and help you make more educated decisions. So if you're ready to make your next move with certainty, there's really only one group for you.
Keep your home's plumbing in top shape with Campbell & Company. For just $69, get a water heater flush plus a whole home plumbing inspection. Regular maintenance helps prevent costly issues and ensures your plumbing runs smoothly year-round. Whether it's extending the life of your water heater or spotting potential problems early, Campbell & Company has you covered. Take advantage of this offer today. Visit trustcampbell.com to schedule your service. Protect your home and your wallet with expert plumbing care.
Nothing worth doing ever came easy. No one has ever achieved anything significant without a chorus of critics standing on the sidelines explaining why it can't be done. In my short time in Washington, I've seen firsthand how the system is broken. The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead. The future belongs to the people who follow their heart no matter what the critics say, and never, ever quit. Relish the opportunity to be an outsider, because it's the outsiders who change the world.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert. Only one station. Apple Valley News Now. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We'll continue to have chances for showers and thunderstorms through 8 p.m. this evening, and it's because of this area of low pressure that's spinning off the Pacific coast, and this is the catalyst for our shower and thunderstorm chances. So First Alert Radar is still showing you quite a few thunderstorms out there from Yakima. You see this one is a sort of in between Prosser and Benton City. There are a few more thunderstorms that have since moved off into Columbia County. So we'll put all this into motion with Futurecast satellite and radar. And I think we could see more of the same thing through about 10 a.m. And then after that, I think the bulk of the concerns are going to shift over to the Blue Mountains. And I think Futurecast is really underselling some of the thunderstorm potential today for the Blues. In fact, some of those thunderstorms could rival severe limits. So we're talking wind gust up around 60 miles per hour and also some hail that could be up around 1 inch in diameter. You can see Hour-by-hour rain and thunderstorm chances and wind gusts and temperatures for your exact location by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. Okay, the rainfall totals we're expecting through 8 p.m. this evening looking pretty measly out there, maybe picking up 1/10 of an inch of rainfall for Tollgate and for White Pass, but certainly we'd love to see a lot more, especially when you consider how dry our vegetation is. We could see some holdover fires from some of the lightning we saw last night. We could see more of the same for today. So alert days through Saturday night because of dangerous fire weather for a couple different reasons. Okay, we've established that it is extremely dry out there. The vegetation dryness level 5 out of 5 for lower elevations, also in the Cascades and the upper Yakima Basin, but still critically dry for the rest of our region. Those lightning chances for today, these are not precip chances. These are strictly the chances for lightning. When they get up to 20%, that's when they start to become very concerning. So we could see additional lightning fires for today, maybe some holdover lightning fires from yesterday, and those could get spread around by wind gusts. We'll have wind gusts across the map for today, for tomorrow, and for Saturday as well. Now, the gustiest day is going to be today, but for any one of these days, fires could start or spread quickly. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Dangerous fire weather through Saturday, then the heat goes nowhere at all. In Yakima, a small chance of another thunderstorm today, then the forecast goes dry and stays toasty. For Ellensburg, gusty weather through Sunday, but the most concerning fire conditions will be through Saturday. Then for Hermiston, a leftover shower possible today, then the forecast goes dry and we keep it hot. Finally, for Walla Walla, more dangerous fire weather through Saturday and keeping highs in the mid-90s well into next week.
Now, the morning sprint.
Evacuation levels increased last night in Umatilla County after a wildfire broke out yesterday afternoon south of Milton Freewater near Lower Dry Creek Road and York Road. This is video of what's being called the Lower Dry Creek Fire from an Apple Valley News Now viewer. There are currently evacuation shelters available in Pendleton at the Sunridge Middle School located at 700 Southwest Runyon Avenue and at the Milton Freewater Community Building at 109 Northeast 5th Avenue for those who need it. And the family of missing Yakima fisherman Wayne Dobbs confirms search and rescue recovered his body Wednesday afternoon near the Parker Gap. Now, the Yakima County Sheriff's Office search and rescue team said that the body was found in the Yakima River around 1 o'clock. Dobbs was first reported missing last Thursday night around 11:30 p.m. near Rotary Lake. He was fishing with a friend when their vessel flipped over. The family is asking for privacy right now. Washington State Patrol says a two-vehicle crash happened just before noon on Wednesday at the intersection of Highway 395 and Crestlock Road, just north of Pasco, where troopers say a white pickup truck was trying to turn left onto Highway 395 when it was struck on the driver's side by a northbound Tesla. The Tesla driver was taken to the hospital with injuries, while the pickup driver was not seriously hurt. Investigators believe the pickup driver may have failed to yield to oncoming traffic. And around the same time on Wednesday, another crash impacting drivers in the Tri-Cities. This one was on the southbound side of the Cable Ridge, where Washington State Patrol says a truck was broken down in the right lane and someone rear-ended it. Police say one driver was taken to Catholic Hospital with injuries and no word if anyone was cited just yet. And neighbors of 1 Pasco Street are fed up. They say they haven't received any mail at their home in years. And one resident says that the U.S. Post Office stopped coming to the 1900 block of West Hopkins Street about 3 years ago. He says it's because of a dog that bit a postal worker. Something that we have not been able to verify with Animal Control or the Postal Service. It's forcing residents to pick up their mail at the post office, which they call is being tedious. Into your national news, Vice President J.D. Vance admits that the Trump administration didn't handle the Jeffrey Epstein matter properly. In an interview on the Joe Rogan Experience, Vance said, quote, "We absolutely screwed up the comms of the Epstein files." However, he added that despite the apparent errors, the White House wasn't trying to hide any information. Vance also denied that President Trump was forced into releasing the files, but concedes that the information should have been released earlier than it was. And disgraced R&B singer R. Kelly is requesting help from the Trump White House. The 58-year-old has formally asked the president to commute his 30-year sentence. He's behind bars in North Carolina for his 2021 and 2022 convictions on sex trafficking, racketeering, child pornography, and enticement charges. No word yet from the Trump administration on this matter. The United States is set to start imposing a 25% tariff on certain Brazilian imports. This move comes following a year-long probe that allegedly determined the country took part in, quote, unfair trade practices. According to U.S. Trade Representative Jameson Greer, policies from Brazil hurt American interests in various areas, including digital trade and ethanol market access. The tariffs are scheduled to go into effect on July 22nd. Some health news about Miracle on the Hudson. Pilot Captain Chelsea Sully Sullensberg, the 75-year-old, posted on his personal website that he is in the early stages of Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's is a progressive brain disorder and is the most common form of dementia. Sullenberg is best known for landing a U.S. Airways plane safely on the Hudson River in 2009 after the plane experienced engine trouble. And a Senate committee questioned President Trump's pick to lead the CDC on Wednesday. Dr. Erica Schwartz sat before the Senate Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee for her confirmation hearing. The CDC has been in upheaval for the past 18 months. It's seen leadership changes, mass job cuts, and an increased politicization of its very mission. She is former Deputy Surgeon General and retired Coast Guard officer. Schwartz has a history of guiding vaccine programs and crisis response. Into your sports, the World Cup final is officially set as Argentina scored 2 late goals to defeat England 2-1 last night, where Argentina will now be facing Spain in Sunday's final as the team seeks to win back-to-back World Cups. The final will be played at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, and France and England will be playing Saturday in the bronze medal game in Miami. And speaking of the World Cup and England, this adorable baby giraffe has a new name that's tied to the World Cup, and it's Jude, in honor of British soccer star Jude Bellingham. The Nubian giraffe calf lives at the Port Olympian Hotel and Reserve in England. It says that she was born around when Bellingham's team beat Norway on July 12th. And into what's trending this morning, Krispy Kreme will have 89 candles on its birthday cake tomorrow.
And to celebrate its 89th anniversary, the chain is offering customers a dozen glazed donuts for only 89 cents. However, to get this deal, people will first have to purchase 12 glazed donuts at the regular price. Boo!
There's always a however, and there is also a 2 dozen limit for customers who come into a shop or drive-thru. Those who make an order online or have it delivered can only get 1 dozen.
Krispy Kreme was founded in 1937 by Vernon Rudolph, and company officials say this deal for their original glazed donuts at this special price is a way of saying thank you to the public. And we were actually talking about Krispy Kreme up at this desk maybe a couple weeks back. And we said in Krispy Kreme v. Dunkin' Donuts, we have to side with Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme for sure. Basically what they're doing is a buy one, get one, 89 cents.
Yeah. But like you said, there's always a
but.
Yeah.
But hey, free 12-pack of donuts after you buy the first. Yeah. All right, well, coming up here on Good Morning Northwest at 6, Pendleton Fire and Ambulance is launching a new program aimed at cutting down on repeat 911 calls, how this will exactly work, and what's making it possible. Plus, a crash on the Cable Bridge snarls southbound traffic from Wednesday. What caused the collision that sent one driver to the hospital? And we've been seeing some storms as of last night. Josh, what are we expecting today?
Yeah, we are expecting some more thunderstorm chances. They're not going to be as high as they were for last night, but alert days galore in front of us. So we'll talk about that. Also updates on the Lower Dry Creek fire burning in Umatilla County. So all that's going to be coming up on Good Morning Northwest at 6.